Are you ready to talk about S.H.I.E.L.D.?
I'm ready to talk about Shield.
Okay, sounds
We're
good.
not talking about other things. What were you even talking about?
Warning, this podcast contains spoilers. Oops, I'm accidentally in the host chair. Hi, Jake. What's up?
Yeah, it's okay. We'll just like flip it
We're
around. Just
switching,
imagine.
switching up for today. You know what happened? I'm using the template for Legion, and I'm in the host spot for Legion. That's what happened.
Well, for everyone watching at home, just watch the mirror and you'll be fine. Now, this is the SNTV podcast for Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. This is season 5, episode 18. All roads lead. ...
All roads lead.
I'm your host, Jacob, but I'm in this spot right now, and that's okay.
Yeah.
And there's Chrissy. Hey.
Hi. Hello. I'm Cleo.
Okay. So we all know from last week, the thing, it pissed me off. Talbot is
Yes.
Talbot was he's in Hydra's clutches, and then the thing with the wife and the comply, and then I don't like it.
So upset. Really am. And like, I knew it was gonna go a place you can't turn back from, and it went there, and I was like, oh, now we know why Robin's mom's not around.
Well, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it.
Yeah.
Okay. So he has to go. His mission is to go kidnap Robin.
Mm-hmm.
And then he looks at her drawings, and then like the shining everywhere.
I feel like we have to point out at how bad of a spy Talbot is, because he's walking around talking out loud to himself. It's just like, you're the worst spy in history.
I'm to kidnap this girl. I wonder where she is. Oh, there she is. Look at this drawing on the wall. Red rum.
And like every time somebody caught him, he was just like, whoa, what do you what? It's like, Talbot, chill.
I'm not a burglar. You guys are burgling your house.
Oh.
No, but Robin knew he was coming.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, there was no point.
She knew he was coming. She knew he was going to murder her mom. She knew all that already.
Oh, dear. And then Coulson and Mac, they go to the place, doing their little investigation. Coulson and Talbot's relationship, I've always liked. I just like how Coulson is like so politically correct, and Talbot is just like not that.
And in the same and opposite way, Coulson is very not by any book, and Talbot is very by the book. So like, yes, they've got those opposites about them.
Mm-hmm. So like, I don't know, it's kind of heartbreaking for me to see this, like, because Coulson like sees Talbot as a broken man, but also under Hydra's control, which is like always heartbreaking this seems to happen a lot in this universe.
Yeah, fuck Hydra. And just the use of the word comply. I know I've like mentioned this before, but it makes me think of Bucky, and it just how it's been just from the very beginning. Just how they control pain. It makes me mad.
I don't like it. But Coulson manages to I guess free Talbot. I don't know what the proper term is.
Incapacitate.
Yes, there we go.
He disrupted the programming long enough for Mac to put an icer in him.
Yeah.
So he's knocked out.
Icers are back, by the way. We don't use those often anymore.
Well, we've been fighting LMDs and robot people, and now that we're fighting people again, gotta keep those icers handy.
Sure, I need to remember that these are icers. I keep forgetting.
Yeah. Well, they make it very visually different, because there's a big blue poof when you get hit by an icer.
Yeah.
Very handy. It's them going, don't worry about it, wasn't a real gun. Which I feel like they need to do that in Arrow, because a lot of times in Arrow, when they're using like fake bullets, it's not so apparent. And I'm like, he just murdered a man. And everyone's like, no. Like, no, I'm pretty sure he murdered that person.
Now, can we talk about Deke? Our adorable
Our little, in denial, tiny flower child, yeah.
sweet summer child. Yeah. Okay. Not sure how this is gonna turn out on the recording, but whatever.
Yeah, no, it's gonna sound really bad for about 30 seconds, and then we'll be fine.
Well, whatever it is you were saying, I'm going to assume it was something interesting and very insightful.
Something about him, the lemon. The lemon. That's what you do. You save your money and you buy a lemon. He just comes up sniffing a lemon later.
Is this a real thing?
Apparently in the future it's a thing.
Okay, but Deke is the Deke and Daisy dynamic. I'm actually really liking because we've seen, like, for example, Fitz and Simmons in the past, where Fitz has feelings for Simmons, but he's not, like, awkward about it. Like, he's very straightforward. Simmons has made it clear that, like, she wasn't into him at first, and then, like, something developed. This is just Deke being stupid and not knowing how love works.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he was denying it to himself.
Mm-hmm.
And Coulson was like, yeah, I've known for a while. It's pretty obvious. And Mac is like, you literally confessed to me while you were high on morphine. So it was definitely a...
Yeah.
He was definitely lying to himself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now we got Fitzsimmons messing with this fucking gravitonium, which I'm like, stop.
Okay, here's the thing. They said the gravitonium can't be moved. You can't manipulate it. You can't, like, do that kind of shit to it. And then Strucker just sets up the tubes, and the gravitonium goes right through, and they were just like, well, that's new. I'm thinking I mean, obviously, we know that there are people and consciousnesses in the gravitonium now. Mm-hmm. I think the gravitonium is alive, and it does what it wants, and it wanted to be inside of Ruby. So it let itself be moved.
Of which it's inside Ruby.
8%. 8%.
It's in Ruby now, and she's, like, screaming her head off.
Yeah. There was no good way this could have ended, and it ended really bad. And it's not even over.
No, it's not. Okay. But we can talk about Ruby's mom.
Hail.
Hail Hydra.
Hail Hydra.
We got Daisy and May. They're going to kick some ass.
Yes.
And
they do, and May, like, wails on these guys. She's like, I need to punch things.
Like always. That's May's solution to everything.
I'm upset, let me punch things. Forget emotions. I'll just punch things.
Now, Daisy says that maybe Ruby might make a good shield agent.
It's like you're dealing with a crazy person, and B, you don't even know if you can talk her down. Like, she's already talking about, like, a future that you can't even, like, quantify at that point.
No. I think, in theory, she could be a good shield agent.
Of course.
And I like the idea of this girl who was genetically engineered specifically to be a Hydra agent.
Yes.
Flipping over, because we've seen good guys go over to Hydra. We've never seen Hydra go back to like the good guy side.
No, not really.
That'd be interesting.
I mean, you could say Zola, but he was always working for Hydra.
Yeah. I don't want to talk about him.
Yeah, no, let's not. He sucks.
A lot of lame-ass villains, I noticed. Even a lot of the lame-ass villains, not just in the Marvel Universe in general, but specifically in this show. There are some villains I'm like, why? And most of them are in the Gravitonium, who are now in Ruby's head.
Yeah. Which, actually, we didn't get an answer to that. I was wondering if Creel is now in the Gravitonium but no, it didn't absorb him, so he wouldn't be.
He absorbed it.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's in him now. It's in there.
God, and that must be a miserable existence. Like, just inside this substance, just screaming at each other for the rest of time.
While you're screaming at the world.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that must be just terrible.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about the Strucker kid.
He really impressed me this episode, just with how he was able to put everything together and make it work. And then his skull gets crushed, and I laughed. I laughed out loud.
Like, your family's a joke. I'm sorry.
I know! What have they done with the Struckers, man? Like, y'all just really lame.
It's that.
That's it. That's the end. I'm sorry. He's pretty fucking dead now.
No, I thought there was going to be this whole thing with because, you cut off one Hydra head and 2 more grow back. So I thought that Miss Hale Hydra was going to be killed by Ruby, and then Ruby and Strucker were going to be like the new heads of Hydra, and then like he would like redeem like his family name. No.
Nope, just another Von Strucker disappointment. I don't know, I got a little kick out of it just because I did not expect it. But she just accidentally crushes his skull and...
Whoops.
Oops.
Now, let's talk about Yo-Yo.
I don't want it. Can we skip over this part?
No, we're not going to, because we kind of have to.
Okay,
and like,
fine.
I was happy with you. I love me some Yo-Yo. You know I love me some Yo-Yo.
Of course. I love Yo-Yo too.
But no. This is not how we solve things.
No.
Okay, Yo-Yo sees Ruby and she's like, oh wait, you're the woman who cut off my arms. And I'm upset about it a little bit.
And it's... Honestly, a lot of times I'm like yelling at characters to kill other characters. This time I was like, context, Yo-Yo. Don't do it just yet. Like, calm down.
This is a child. I don't know why, but in my head canon, this movie has never like experienced the normal things that people experience. Like, you had a hamburger, you don't know what music and I think there could have been a story there where she could come into her own and like make her own decision. Because, I mean, like, her mom would sort of like to have her daughter be able to make her own decisions, but of course, like, they were on that. No, she, all my friends on the other side, the other side of the other side of the galaxy, the alien people, so whenever they are, may or may not be involved, I don't know. Tires in this, I don't know. But for obviously. What is this energy? What do they want? Why I don't know, but it could be hard to get even if it's like a small one, you still have. People figure out your priorities for money. Because episode 2, episode 2 is called episode 19 called Option 2. The team finds itself trapped at the lighthouse. I want to see the fallout of like Yo-Yo killing you showed it in the Pro Battery. So this is one of those moments that's going to change the relationship more quick than like what has already happened. Because while these are agents and like they do have a job to like eliminate bad people, they don't kill normally unless they absolutely have to. People have died in this show by the hands of some of our agents, but they always try to find an alternative way unless there's absolutely no other way.
Yeah.
So, and the fact that Yo-Yo did this out of really, she probably justifies it as, well, I'm doing the world a favor because she possibly could have ended the world. Let's be honest, and let's keep 100. She did this because she chopped off her arms.
Oh, of course. It was revenge first, and when she had done the deed, the way she explained it to herself was, I saved the world. She made herself feel better about killing someone by saying, I saved the world by doing this.
But there's going to be repercussions, and not just by the team, but by her. She's probably going to say, wait a minute.
I mean, I think there's going to be actual repercussions, not just within the team. I think the gravitonium in Ruby's body, that's going to be a danger just existing in the world.
Gravitonium existing in the world, period.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, but I think there's going to be a fallout, which I'm not happy about. I don't like everybody. I don't like everybody being upset at Yo-Yo. I don't like it. But Yo-Yo, you brought this onto yourself, and you know what? People make mistakes, and I don't know. I will forgive you eventually. I'll probably forget about it tomorrow, but I'm upset at you right now.
Yeah. Well, there's also the team's been fractured since they got back. And everyone just needs to have a nice, good old screaming match at each other, and maybe we can all have straight heads when we're done with it.
I don't know if we're gonna have a straight anything because the world's gonna end, and it's gonna be jagged edges everywhere. I think, and I blame fucking Gemma. I blame Gemma because the shit that you pulled, this rude raggedy bitch locking Mac in a cell and doing the shit with the poison.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Don't
no,
like that. Nope.
stop it. And with your stupid we're immortal shit, stop it.
Yeah. And then they're sitting there with the ability to say no, to put a stop to the future that they're afraid of. And they stand there and say, I can't, let you go, to the both of them. And I understand. They love each other. I totally get that. Okay, we died. We're back. What's up?
There was a big whooshy whoosh. I don't know what happened. We're here now.
It was like a weird wave of rocks.
Leg. It's fine though.
It's fine. We were complaining about Fitzsimmons, I believe, and how I know they love each other, but like they could have broken the cycle right there by just refusing. But they couldn't let each other die.
Which I know that's it's romantic and it's beautiful, but no.
But no, it's wrong.
Stop it. Stop.
Stop being so in love. How dare you?
No, it's in character for them because they've gone through so much shit, being planets apart and universes cracking and whatever else, and like alternate realities and virtual realities, and it's like I get it, like they need a break, and I understand that they don't want to like be away from each other any more than they already have been, but the planet,
kind of the world matters more. I don't know, just my opinion. But I mean, they're invincible, so they know they live past the Earth, so
stop.
Cut it out.
But if this is your intention, Shield, then great job.
Good job.
I don't like it, but
yeah.
Well, that's our little rant.
Yes.
On those two. Do we want to rant about anybody else? Anybody else upsetting us lately?
I think we said all we could about Yo-Yo. I don't want to talk about that anymore.
It's
hurting my heart.
We said our piece, and we'll put it to rest.
May and Sky. Nope, Daisy. My bad. Every once in a while, I find myself calling her Sky. It's like just.
Well, I find myself.
Back of my brain.
I find myself calling Simmons Gemma, never Simmons, and I always call Fitz, never Leopold.
Yeah.
I don't know why I do that.
I don't know. Gemma's a cool name.
I think it's because I'm more upset at Simmons. I'm like, Gemma!
Yeah, so you're using her first name. But anyway, I'm upset at May and Daisy because they're yelling at Coulson like Oh no, Coulson was getting upset at them because Daisy was putting herself in harm's way.
But Coulson, you're doing the same thing.
No. But yeah, exactly. And they're getting mad at Coulson for putting himself in harm's way. And it's like, ladies, Coulson, gentlemen, sit down. Stop being hypocrites. The hypocritiest of them all.
Hypocritious. That's a word.
Totally. Yeah, definitely. I know words.
Just like Talbot.
I have the best words.
You know what I love? This is like completely unrelated, sort of. I want to see like if they release a box set when this entire show is over, and like on the special features, it's Talbot or the actor who plays him in character as Talbot, just commentating throughout the whole thing as if he was like doing voiceover for like a documentary.
Yes.
Um, and so like and maybe once in a while we'll have like some guest appearances walk into the room. They're like, Talbot, what are you doing? He's like, I'm watching the show. They're like, what show? He's like, it's a project I'm working on.
What I would want is I would want for like the DVD extras to be narrated by like not the actual extras, but like the menus to be narrated by Patrick Warburton as his SHIELD agent character. That's what I want.
Like similar to how he did at how he does at Disneyland.
Yes.
His little captain's uniform.
Yeah.
And so like, yep.
Yeah.
Or like he'll have a crossover. This won't happen just because they're in different time periods, but like it would be cool to see him and like Captain America do like those after school special.
Yes. Or we secretly find out like Patrick had done those exact.
And they replaced.
They replaced him with Captain America.
And then he actually points the right way to the gym teacher.
Oh my god.
Remember,
I love that the gym teacher was Hannibal Buress. Like, that was the best in Spider-Man.
I'm pretty sure this guy's a war criminal.
Oh my god. Oh.
Remember, kids, to brush your teeth and like whatever else they were saying.
I wish I had those in my school.
I want those in my school. Like, I don't care what. I want Captain America to teach my sex ed class.
Yeah.
Remember, kids?
I'm just like imagining Steve Rogers now teaching a sex ed class.
And like he's using old references.
Yeah. Oh my god. Anyway, we're not talking about S.H.I.E.L.D. anymore.
No.
We should. Yeah, I feel like everything that's happening in S.H.I.E.L.D. right now is coming to a point, and I feel like we have to get to that point soon.
We do. I fear that this might be the last season, just because we are getting like some characters back we haven't seen in a while, and like there's talk about people dying and the world ending, and like where else the fuck do we go from here? Like, I mean, we went to like L&D's, and like where the fuck do we go from there? And then we did, and like whatever else. I think the show could keep going. When we close the chapter of Coulson, if he does die at the end of this whole thing, I don't necessarily think that's the end of this show.
Yeah.
But maybe I feel that way, but maybe, the people actually running the damn show don't think that way.
Yeah. I feel like it's an option. It can end or it can continue.
Where they leave off.
Yeah.
Like, I picture them leaving off this season's, like, okay, Coulson, like, hypothetically, Coulson is dead.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever circumstances they decide to, write that in, but Coulson's dead. Passes the torch on to Daisy. She takes it, and, like, she'll recruit, like, a few, like, more agents. We'll see them training, and then, like, they get a call for, like, something, a 408, was it? And then, like, they go into action with the new team, like, freeze frame.
Exactly, yeah. Something like that.
And, like, you could leave it there and, like, I'll be satisfied, or you can pick it up after if, you did get renewed.
Yeah. Actually, very ominously, the last episode of this season is called The End.
Of the world.
No, it just says The End.
No, but, like, I'm thinking, like, what is it? Is that, like, are we implying the end of the show, or,
The end of the world? Do they stop the end? Yeah, it can mean a lot of things.
What? I don't... The end of S.H.I.E.L.D., and then we get into Sword, because I'm surprised Sword has not come up.
I feel like definitely in a post-Infinity Wars world, Sword will be a lot more likely, because
It should be likely now. How many times have we been invaded, this goddamn universe?
Yes, but how many times has it been super public? Like, once. The incident was really the only time that it was super public.
Yeah, but, like...
Everything else has been a little bit covert.
Yeah.
A little bit under the radar.
I mean, aliens. We see a lot of aliens in this universe, but like it's always disconnected from other things. But aliens are coming, and we gotta prepare.
Yeah, I definitely think that after Infinity Wars, Sword might be a very big possibility.
Because we can't deal with this shit. We can't have giant purple, lazy ass guys coming down with their giant oven mitts.
Lazy?
He's sitting in his damn chair.
Thanos is a lot of things. Thanos is not lazy.
He doesn't get up of that damn chair. He's eating his popcorn and like he's just watching the world burn.
I don't know about you, but in that entire trailer, I did not see him sitting in his chair.
Well, he decided. See, his Xanax wore off, and so.
Anyway, you want to take us out, Jake? Or should
That's gonna show. I'll do it. I'm still the host, even though you're over there. Okay, that was a better show. Chris, where can people find you?
They can find me at Cleomoto on Twitter, Twitch, and Pinterest. And you can find me selling my stuff at Cleomoto Crafts.
And what are you selling?
I sell things that I can't reach right now. I sell Disney Princess crowns, I sell Wonder Woman tiaras, and Sailor Scout tiaras. And guess what? I just finished, and we'll be going live shortly. Shuri necklace from Black Panther. It looks super cool. I haven't taken pictures yet of it, but trust me, it looks super cool. And in the next couple days, I will be selling that. That is at Cleomoto Crafts on Etsy.
Great. And then you can find me and Dolphin Giggles and Gorn Monsters and Mayhem on Twitter. To me, it's Arthur.life at Tomorrowland, that's TONOWHERELAND. Join the Neuroland Society, and pretty soon I will have my own shop where I will be selling my Giggles and Gorn, my Monsters and Mayhem. And it's going to be great. And I make all your favorite characters. You request what you want, I give it to you, or I can just make you some stupid shit that comes out of my head. And this has been the Outside Into podcast for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. You can follow us here on the Twitch where you may be watching us right now, and you can catch us while we're doing this live and chat with us, before the show or after the show, whatever it is you want to do. Can't catch us? Follow us over there on the YouTubes at ASOTV Podcast. Important links down below to our Discord, our Twitter, and the MySpaces and the Facebook and the Google Plus, all the places that you may or may not go to anymore. And good night, everybody. But, seriously, does anyone use Facebook anymore?
Unfortunately, a lot of people.